This is Melissa Aldana, and you are watching First Look.
The brilliant tenor saxophonist Melissa Aldana has just released her new album called Filin. It's a stunning, nuanced, and intimate record that was engineered by James Farber in the Van Gelder style, with the musicians in a very tight circle. And with us to talk about the record today is Melissa and the brilliant pianist Maestro Gonzalo Rubalcaba, who played an essential role in the making of this album. It's good to see you both. Congratulations on this beautiful new album. And Maestro, congratulations on your recent Grammy.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Melissa. You called me up and said that you wanted to make a record of ballads. Tell us about that.
In these last few years, I just felt the necessity to go deeper into my own sound, which is something I've been exploring for a long time. But it felt like playing a ballads album will help me to even have a glimpse of where I could go to get better, with the sound. So that is the initial idea. And then when I started daydreaming about with who I wanted to play, Maestro Gonzalo Rubalcaba is somebody that I had deeply admired for many years, and it's just the first person that came to mind is to be able to work with you, Maestro. And then bass players, first person that came to mind was Peter Washington, who is one of the legends of New York. When I think about playing ballads in the way that I wanted to play, he was the first person that came to mind. And Kush Shavdi, who is my bandmate, somebody I have been playing for a long time, but also a masterful ballads player. The sound with the brushes is something that I really love.
Right. Oh, Gonzalo, you sent the record off in a whole nother direction when you suggested that Melissa draw from the underappreciated but musically rich Cuban songbook. Tell us about that.
Well, first, I'm very grateful to be invited by Melissa to do that. When the people think about Cuban music, they already think about up tempos, very festive stuff. But there's a side, very romantic, very deep. The Cuban music, similar of what you can find in the Brazilian music or American music or any other culture. 50s and 60s in Cuba were definitely extremely important for the development of a different way to approach the music harmonically, lyrically, because this generation were in total love with jazz music. They knew everything that was happening at that time in America. And they tried to not emulate, but try to learn about it and see how to bring this richness of the American music to their own vision of making music. They actually took what we know as boleros into a new direction, more deep, not only musically, but also about the lyrics, the meaning of the text. Um, and they also were looking for uh, not typical players related to boleros, but jazz players to play that music. And I found out that Melissa could do it in a very, very special way. And this is exactly what happened.
That's great, man. Well, we mentioned the incredible musicians who are playing on it, and your old friend Cécile McLorin Salvant delivers two jaw-dropping vocals, I think.
Mhm.
We're going to play a bit of one of them, Las Rosas No Hablan, but Melissa, tell us a little bit about that track.
Well, first of all, when the idea of making the album, Cecil was is somebody that, aside from being a close friend of mine, um, is an artist that I deeply admire, and I got to spend a lot of time with her through these past years in New York, I've been at home with her in Miami with her parents, they speak Spanish. So I thought that like, and this is something that Gonzalo also suggested too, is like there's nobody more perfect than Cecile to sing those songs. And when I heard her recording, I was just like, of course, this is just like everything, every piece is just meant to be there.
It's beautiful. Let's play a little bit of it.
Deberías ver cómo lloran mis ojos heridos y quién sabe un día queridos por ti.
That's a track from Melissa Aldana's new album, Filin, featuring Cécile McLorin Salvant and Gonzalo Rubalcaba. This album already feels like a classic to me. It's absolutely gorgeous. I say bravo to both of you, and thank you for both being here today to talk about it.
It's a pleasure, an honor.
It's really good to see you both, and we'll see you next time, folks, on First Look.
If you enjoyed First Look and would like to see more, please hit the subscribe button and also click the bell icon. That way, you'll be notified when we post our next video.